synchronizing this, we're basically like, we're attacking from the front first, then we're attacking from the side headlocks, then we switch around to the back. Then when it comes to this side, I'm actually going to throw him down to the ground and pin him here in Kesa, holding onto the arm, and he's going to work his 3 Kesa escapes. So Billy knows them very well. I'm not going to walk through it, but we will just show them. Go ahead. The first one. Just the first one, the easiest one, whatever one you want to start with. And he's going to pin me. Same kind of deal. Step 1, I want to connect my hands underneath his rib cage. I want to walk my hips towards his hips, bring my feet up to my butt, bridge. From here, it's an easy thing. An uphill turn, so I'm not like carrying his weight, lifting him. His weight's off of me, makes it easy. Ooh. Yeah. Make sense? Back and forth, 1, 2. If he drives his head down to the mat, we have different options for all of these, right? Like this isn't really, it's gonna be hard for me to try to bridge him here because he's already kind of flattened, so I'm gonna look for different options. If this happens to be the case, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna like walk away, come towards him and rip this hook in to this top side here. At the same time, I'm gonna bring my outside hand to the front of his face and hype up from here, using my nape of my neck and my head and kind of like sort of applying an arm lock. My hand stays flat on the floor, blocking his head. Billy, can you get your arm out?
Nope.
Not at all, right?
Nope.
Super tight. From here now I can either apply the pressure to break the arm, or I can let him go and look to attack the back. So he's got his head buried, maybe he's done some judo. Cool. Catch. Iced up and apply the back pressure here. What do you want to be? Tap. Good?
Loose.
All right, 1, 2. He's got his good grips. I take my hand. I can either frame under his jaw and push it away. I can grab the gi. I can grab the gi here and stuff it so it's hard for him to start sinking his head back. But regardless, I'm going to walk my feet away and try to get us like one line instead of here where we're like perpendicular. He's got a good angle on me. I walk us this way and then I just push into the hole and sit up. If I have trouble with this and he's like being stubborn and I can't push him back, I can bring the legs up for a little leg assist and just bump to the temple and sit him up from there. These 3 chain incredibly well together, right? Coming here, I go here, he escapes his leg, he doesn't want that one to happen. Let's walk back and sit into the first one. So you guys all you guys who've been training should know this, like you chain these 3 together because one does not work at all, right? So you gotta use like one, then they're gonna defend it, and as soon as they defend it, you should be a step ahead onto the next one, and we're gonna get through it. Make sense? So we're gonna improve on that, okay? The deal is very simple. I'm gonna make the grip. The old way was Dilliard would pop the grip, and then he would let go. And then we keep going with the thing, and that's taught us all to like pop grips and then let go. And you see it, even in competition, we're doing that. So we don't want to do that anymore. Now he's going to strip my grip, pop, and he's going to stuff it down, and he's going to enter into a single leg takedown. When he does the single leg takedown, I have 2 options. And as long as he knows what it is, I don't care which one you choose. I can push away, sit here, I'm going to do candy Basanis, put the hands to the mat, hit the leg scissor to saddle. Or, if his legs are a little bit more apart, and Caleb always makes fun, he says, he's counting. Every time, he says, every time the mats are packed, I do the most acrobatic nonsense. And I'm like, dude, every class we do acrobatic nonsense. I'm gonna come around here parallel, diving underneath, and rolling through into the knee bar. Is that one good, Caleb? I thought about you as soon as I decided this is what we're doing. Again, grip, pop, stuffs it, shoots underneath. Hop, hop, grab, rolling, straight to the knee bar. It doesn't take up any mat space at all. Have you done this one before, Paul?
I don't think so.
Perfect. So we're gonna have Diliar, Ayana, and Paul. Everybody else is just gonna chill, but you three are gonna just work on this for 3 or 4 minutes. Make it perfect in 3 or 4 minutes, and then we'll move on. Good? Okay, so yeah, we're gonna play from here. Boom, exposing, reaching over, grabbing his belt with the over grip and closing my elbow into the armpit here. I have a bunch of different options. Obviously, if he sits up, I can ride with him, catch a ride, and start looking at the hip bump here. He can post on his arm like a fully grown boy would do. Perfect. From here, I can either just be a jerk and hammer right above his elbow and break his arm. But we don't want to do that. Grab the wrist, and gracefully pull it away. Switch the remount. Better things await for Cooper. Here. You good? Good pressure. He's grateful for the pressure. Oh, yeah. So how we deal with the hands, a bunch of different ways. Like you go 2-on-1 and start looking to drag, and then as he fights back for that, cool. Use my knees to pull him forward, get him in a nice big hug. Reaching over, grabbing the belt, secures me here. I just wait for him to pull me up. As he pulls me up, hand hits the floor, opposite foot hits the floor, drive. Here he stops the post, or he stops my sweep with his post. Slide down the arm, finish the hip bump sweep, usually with an arm trapped. Spare Cooper the pressure this time. Catching, collapsing. Make sense? Raise, up two. Want you? Perfect.
Yeah.
All right, so a good jiu-jitsu guy, when you get here, he's not gonna wanna sit up, man. If he sits up on you, and I go for this, and then he posts, I can rip Kimuras on this guy. Right, or coming this way, I can switch, triangle this dude. Like all kinds of bad things are gonna come just because he decides to sit up. Most white belts, blue belts are going to sit up. It's just the way life is, right? You suck when you start this sport. We all know what that feels like, every last one of us. So as they get a little more advanced, they learn to be more patient. And sometimes they just chill right here. He's like, oh, he's got this stupid grip, super frustrated. So we make a little space and we dig our feet in here. And I want you guys, the kids, man, like the 12-year-old kids, they were just exploding their legs out here like a frog jumping for its life. Just boom! And just tweaking their partner's knees. And those kids did not care. Most of us in here would like to keep our knees working and intact, man. So be gentle. You feel it, Diliar?
Yeah.
Good pressure, right?
Yeah.
Terrible. Be gentle with your partner's knees here. So flare them away. Boom. Now here, Diliar's kind of stuck. Can you re-pummel your legs or anything?
Not really.
It looks weird, right?
I could do that,
What can you do?
but then I can't do it. Go to this side.
Right, he's kind of trapped here. It's not a great spot for him. And now he's flat. Perfect. Take my hand, I'm going to dive underneath this and bring it up here like I'm chilling on the beach kind of deal. As I start to turn, I can lift him and keep it intact and hit the sweep. That's the way Eduardo, who by the way got his black belt today. Not wishing well, he's mean. I'm just kidding, I love you, Eduardo, wherever you are, he's here in spirit. So here, you can just finish the sweep lifting the hips, no problem. For me, I prefer to take this hook out and put a butterfly in and lift from here. Standing straight, coming up on top, releasing the belt, and then starting to attack this arm up north. Whatever way you like to do, totally fine. Both are legitimate. Flare, if you're like having trouble, you might have to like hip escape away to make a little space to get these awkward hooks. Pummel inside, hook, you can go to the ear, you can elevate him, sweeping him over. Or take your hook out, throw the butterfly in, elevate him up, sweep him over. Either way, we're gonna lean in and attack that top arm. Make sense? Anybody see it again? Pretty easy. Right, 1, 2.